friends, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited to do a massive unboxing. I have the Fortune Cookie soap for the fall, I have my Sephora Play, and I have a BoxyCharm. I was really excited to do BoxyCharm, so we'll go ahead and start there, and I will leave timestamps down below in case you want to jump around. But I decided to get BoxyCharm because there was a sneak peek that I had seen, which was for a Tarte palette. I am someone who has never really pulled the trigger on Tarte palettes because they all kind of like look very similar to me. I've never really like heard like these amazing reviews, or I've never seen a palette where I'm like, oh wow, I really want to spend the money on that. But I figured I've always been really curious, and with the $21 purchase, to spend that on a palette to get all the other extras, I didn't mind doing that. So I'll go ahead and show you the contents of that box. So the theme of the August BoxyCharm was Beach Please, and they have all the items and the retail value on the card, which I find really helpful. I really have always hated it when subscription services will give you stuff, but they don't like tell you anything about the product or what the full size price would be. So the first thing we got were these Pure Pro eyelashes. They're the 3D cruelty-free luxe lashes, and it claims they can be worn up to 30 different times. These retail for $14, and even though I'm not the biggest fan of wearing false eyelashes, it's also just because like on the regular, I'm not gonna go ahead and pull them out and wear them, but I feel like for a special occasion, I might, so I'm definitely happy to have these. We also got the Alouette Face Paint Lip and Cheek. This, I'm actually like really intrigued about. When I first opened it and swatched it, I was kind of like, oh, like I'm not a big fan of this initially, but after swatching it, I feel like it's really, really pretty. This, of course, is way too much for like your cheeks or your lips, but I like that color a lot, and it reminds me of like a dusty rose color that I have from Milani in like a powder product. I have found since panning my How About Them Apples palette that I really do like the look of cream products. They're very easy to blend out and work with, and they create like a nice flush on my skin tone, so I'm really happy to have this. And it says that this retails for $35, which is crazy. I don't know what kind of like fairy dust is inside here, but that seems like a lot, but you know, at least glad that it's a color that I will wear. Next up is like the only sort of like dud product for me, which is the Bella Pierre Gel Eyeliner and Ebony, which is basically a black. I'm gonna hold on to this for a giveaway and not unwrap it because I have like 2 or 3 sample size black eyeliners that I have been trying all year to like get myself to use, but I really just don't want to use them. So I don't want to put another one in my collection that I probably won't ever want to use or won't ever get to. And this retails for $15, which again, I think is a little pricey, but again, I'll just save it for a giveaway. Next thing that I'm really excited about are the Moda Pro 3-piece brush set from Royal & Langnickel. I actually have gotten quite a few Royal & Langnickel brushes throughout different subscription service boxes, and I really like the brushes. I feel like they're starting to be carried more in Walmart, but the 3 that we got were the BMX 130 pointed blush brush. They also have this like really nice like pattern handling to hold on to, which, oh, I'm really looking forward to using this. It's also really soft. I wanted to get this particular brush because I've been looking for like a good powder brush for like powdering my face. I've been using this Morphe M527, but it's been shedding lately and I just don't really like it as much anymore. I don't know if this will do the job. This is meant more for like blush, but we'll see how it goes. And the other 2 brushes that they came with were the BMX 430 crease, which looks like this. I love trying out new crease brushes, so I'm very excited to use it. And then there's the BMX 250, which is the chisel. I actually just decluttered a brush like this or similar from e.l.f. I don't know, they said that you could use this for highlight. I don't feel like I have that like much of a streak of highlight when I put it on, but I'm gonna give it a try, and if I don't like it, I'll probably just declutter it. But all of them are really soft, and I really like the handles on these, so I may look into purchasing. And then the last thing we got, which is the whole reason why I got the box, it's just the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 eyeshadow palette. It says this retails for $36 on the card, but I know it's on Sephora's website right now on sale for $18. So if you wanted to get this palette, you could go ahead and get it on there, but these are the shades. I personally am not disappointed in having these shades. I feel like it's a lot of good neutrals, and it's a palette that I think I will use whenever I'm trying to maybe like pull out a cream or want to use a lid color. And I'm going to treat this as though it's like a palette of individual shades and not something like as an all-in-one. It swatches really nicely and the shadows feel soft when I put my finger into them. I don't know how they're going to work on my eye. I've never actually used this, but I am looking forward to it, and I'm happy that I get to try finally some Tarte eyeshadows. So that is it for this box. All in all, I'm pretty happy. I recently read an article of like brand sneak peeks for BoxyCharm, and I don't know if I'm going to stay subscribed. I don't know if I need to be taking in this much makeup every single month, but they do have some good brands coming down the pike. Like they have Becca, they have Tarte, they have a bunch of like bigger brands that they're featuring in these boxes, not just like random one-offs or smaller indie type brands. So if you're interested in that, I would say go ahead and sign up. I'm not disappointed in this box. Alright, next up we will move into my Sephora Play, and the bag says Makeup Geek, and it has this like chemist looking girl on here. This I will say I was looking forward to because I read an article of like different items potentially being featured, and just like last month I feel like I didn't get the best of like what they had to offer for samples this month, but that is okay. I'm still holding out strong that I do like Sephora Play. So the first thing we got was this mini beauty blender. I'm actually going to go ahead and save this for a giveaway as well, because I have tried this and it didn't work for me. I really prefer the Real Techniques mini blender that they have, and I just feel like somebody else might want to get a better try for this. I don't absolutely hate it, it just doesn't work the best for me. Then we have the Caviar Anti-Aging Miracle Multiplying Volume Mist. It's a spray volume. I've never been overly impressed with this hairline. I've tried their shampoo and conditioner, it didn't really wow me. It's a very expensive brand. This is a really nice sample. I'm not somebody who really like looks for volume. I don't have super flat hair. I'm not someone who teases my hair. So I'll probably use this more for like a heat protectant mist. That's kind of what I do with a lot of hairstyling products that I don't really like or have a need for, is I just use them as a heat protectant. They get used that way and everybody wins, so I'll probably just use it for that. Next up I have from Lancer the Method Polish. This is basically their version of a exfoliant. I have used this before. What I don't like about this is that it's not a cleanser and an exfoliant, it's just designed to be an exfoliant. So what I mean by that is, as the directions say, you're supposed to use this, then cleanse your face, and then put moisturizer on. So that to me always just like has felt unnecessary. It reminds me of a product I used one time where it was like a powder exfoliant and you were supposed to mix it with a cleanser. I'm probably going to use this that way, even though it's not a powder, it can be used as is. I just feel like it's super unnecessary to exfoliate your face, then wash it. Like, why can't it be all in one? It just feels sort of unnecessary steps. So I'm not super keen on this particular line. Then we have Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. This is a fragrance that has been around for a very long time. I don't like the scent of this. This to me smells straight up like Downy, and I do not want to smell like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of this. I promise you, I like don't hate this bag in its entirety. There's just a lot of like dud products in here. But the last two are two that I really do like and am excited about. The first is the Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Foundation Stick. I am really curious about this. I heard this a lot when it first came out on YouTube, and I've never really been like a stick foundation person, so I never got behind it or like wanted to try it out and seek it out. But they gave me the shade Shell, which is a little bit dark, but I think I could kind of work with it for my skin tone. I just appreciate that it's not like medium or beige or some like middle of the road color that I wouldn't have any chance of using. But this is what it looks like on my hand here, so I'm excited to try this out. And then the last thing that I got was the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in L3 Warm. Now it says warm here, but it doesn't look too warm, so I'm gonna like break the seal on it and see if it actually could be a shade I could use. Alright, it looks potentially like a feasible color that I could use, so I'm excited to try this out. I've not tried a whole lot of Kat Von D products. I'm not big into lipsticks, which seems to be like a big thing that she does. I'm not really into the Shade and Light palettes. Those never really spoke to me, so I've not tried a lot of stuff, but I'm looking forward to using this. So the two like redemptions are like the last two samples that I got. Everything else I've either tried before and don't like, or just don't really like in general. So like I said, kind of a dud. I really wanted to try the Too Faced Melt Off Mascara, like mascara remover, but I was not one of the lucky chosen ones, so whatever. Alright, and now onto the Fall Fortune Cookie Soapbox, which is Whatever You Can't Sit With Us, aka Mean Girls. This, I think, is a fun theme, but I also was kind of like thrown off by it. It reminds me of my feelings on the Pirates of the Caribbean, like, Le Rock line that came out. I don't quite understand why this was a line they chose to come out with. Like, Mean Girls has been over for forever. Like, it to me isn't something that I habitually will follow and love every single year, but it's a cute theme and they had a lot of fun with it, so let's go ahead and show you the contents of what's inside. First up, we have the Totally Gruel OCD hand sanitizer. The scent notes on this are amber and pumpkin peppercorn spice and subtle hints of great pink bubblegum. Then we have this Crushin' It Leave-In Conditioner. This is one of my favorite scents that they put out for this collection. This one has scents of sparkling pears, lemon drops, golden honey, and red lollipops. I did purchase this as a wax melt with my $10 credit. Then we have the perfume oil in Way Fetch. This has scents of fresh apples, sugar berries, plum blossoms, and sea salt. Their perfume oils are very generous, but I have to decant these and put them into spray because I found that the rollerball doesn't effectively dispense the perfume and they take me forever to use, so I always go to sprays. Then we have the So Vintage Foaming Sugar Scrub. I really like trying their sugar scrubs. This has scents of cinnamon, flaky caramelized pie crust, and vanilla bean. Big fan of this scent, also bought it in a wax melt. Additionally, I've got Boo As If. This is in a whipped cream, and the scents on here, lemon butter, shortbread, and caramel, which is super yummy. They also gave us a tinted lip balm. I was a fool and rolled mine all the way up and now I can't get it back down. But I do like this a lot, this scent. It's called On Wednesdays We Wear Pink, and this has French vanilla flavored cake taste to it, which I really do enjoy. We also got this heart-shaped item. This is called Burn Book, and it's a bath bomb. It has muddled raspberries and fluffy melted marshmallows. And then lastly, we got the soap, which is in Valley Girl. I'm actually happy to report I just pulled my last Fortune Cookie soap out of like the packaging that I had on backlog, so I'm now like almost up to date, which feels really good. It's this really cute basic pink color. And it's got scents of pomegranate cider, citrus zest, and airy cotton candy. And my little fortune inside says, "We don't have any tea, but we have Coke and stuff," which I think is really cute. They always really commit themselves to the themes which I like. So even though like I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of this theme or don't have a super like hardcore passion for this theme, I still like a lot of the products in here and a lot of the scents. So those are all the things from this unboxing. I feel like it took me a long time to go through all of it. But I'm really pleased with my BoxyCharm and then my Fortune Cookie soap. And I have to put Sephora Play as my third because most of the products in there were kind of a dud for me. But alas, no big deal. Alright guys, that's it for me. I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.